we got some tunes. Let's tune. Who's this? The Pure Bloods. What they got? Let's listen to Pure Bloods.
You want answers? I think I'm entitled. You want answers? I want the truth! You can't handle the truth!
I can handle the truth. You can't tell the truth.
Dig's doing. We're over here. Morning. Or good day. G'day. I'm more of a g'day, mate. Dan Tildas. G'day. Diana. You angel. G'day. And Rosalie Shaw. G'day. Damn, Batman. Kapow! Yeah, I'll give you a kapow, Batman. You're just listening to probably won't see that too well there. Fight. Unite, fight. Same story, same message. Same sense of urgency with the same stakes, so high. Just a new day. Let's do that again. There's no use having it backwards. Just wanted to have it this way. Check out the feeds. Hello, is it? Morning peeps, yep. Oh, there's a holler there. Some days you got it, some days you don't. But yeah, got the old trailer out, rigged it up, get back to a bit more of the old days. Unfortunately, this is Phil's last day for a month or so. He's going up to ensure Corey does his job, just in case he's thinking of doing a runner or something. Highly unlikely. So Phil's going up there just to help him get the job done, so they can all come back here free and peace of mind and finish the job. So I got the trailer out. Thought I'd better start getting back to the good old days. Just a dry run today, dry run. Can't believe this is doing hotspot, doing the YouTubes. Cool. Love some of the tracks Ripley put up there yesterday. I'm a bit of a fan for those old sort of 70s tracks, John Denver's. Oh, the Pure Bloods out there, God bless you, love yous. They're not holding back, they're telling as it is. You get good information. It's a higher energy than some of that other stuff. I feel it is anyway. Each their own. I'll just make sure everyone else is alright over there. Yeah, the Pure Bloods, you find them on Rumble. You know what? I have a feeling I even know who the Pure Bloods are, but when it comes to the digital and then the face, there's a disconnect still. I don't know. They're probably standing right in front of me every day. It means, I suppose, they're respecting their own right as well in another way. Oh, is this BB08? No. Maybe. Nah. Is it? Nah, is it? Is it? No Hang on, it might be. No, it's not. Is it? I think it is. It is. Oh, hang on, try not to get too excited too quick. Is it? Coming in bloody slow. That looks like a cooker on the window. Is that Agent 28? Over there, Agent 28. It is, that's Agent 28. Get smarting. We're about to get smart. Well, here's a surprise. I knew he was coming sometime. He's coming in little BB-08 too. See? BB-08. Mate! It's going to be a good day. Oh, yeehaw. Sweet. Also some anger and frustration with the Governor Generals, rightly so. Follow God, not Pharaoh. That's what Pure Blood's message is. I want the truth. We can't handle the truth. Bullshit. We can handle the truth. They're just not telling the truth. They can't handle the truth. Anyway, what else have we got here? Play this one from Ripley earlier. Yeah, we're all on, mate. Yeah, I yelled out, but yeah, just wait there, I'm zooming in on that one. You did not do your job, David Hurley. Dangle, dangle, there it is. Sweet. Oh, I might, yeah, well, that'll be a thumbnail later. Yeah, sweet.
You know what I do when we're videoing and I see something I like, I screen capture it.
Oh, that's right, you
use
can
it
do
for a
that.
scene, It helps when the diggers stop talking. Stop talking like that. And when it's just like that, you go, is it these two?
I'll do that again there now. I'll give a practice run. I've had the lesson, I better do the confirmatory. Both at the same time.
Volume down button and the top button.
Yep, alright. Hang on a sec, just get it perfect. Yeah, I've got to get the you did not do your job, David Hurley. Dang on it. Alright, hang on, here we go. Test fire. Yeah! Write me out a ticket, qualified. Sweet.
Qualified.
Yeah.
YouTube qualified.
YouTube qualified.
And if the digs are chat, you just put it over.
Yeah, I definitely just did. Yeah. I can always turn the chats off, but who am I to turn them off?
No, you just what do you call it?
Well, it's funny, eh? Corey showed me how to palm swipe my other phone to get the photo there. I had no idea. Have you tried palm swiping it? Like he's the guru, and no, and he did like a bloody, and it worked.
Yeah, it's like that. You hold your hand like that works better.
Yeah, that's the way he did it, like that across the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, thanks, mate. I'm getting lessons from everyone
That's the other way
else.
of doing it.
Here comes the light. She's bringing the light. What's that song? Oh, that was Dan Feely's song. We should play that. Fuck yeah, that rocks. Bring in the light.
I've seen fire and I've seen rain. I've seen sunny days that I thought would never end. I've seen lonely
Nice
times
one,
when I could not find a friend.
But I always thought that I'd see you again.
Here's a good song for you, Martin. I always thought I'd see you again, mate.
My mind to an easy time with my back turned towards the sun. Lord knows when the cold wind blows, it'll turn your hair around. There's hours of time on the telephone line to talk about things to come. Sweet dreams and flying machines in pieces on the ground. Well, now I've seen fire and I've seen rain. I've seen sunny days that I thought would never end.
It's still the same issue, issue 5, but we might go over it a bit.
But I always thought that I'd see you.
Thought I'd see you one more time again. There's just a few things coming my way this time around. Oh, now, thought I'd see you, thought I'd see you finally. La 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 la. It's a song I wrote in Spain, partially there and partially here. I was homesick at the time. I didn't have a home, but that doesn't keep you from being homesick sometimes. But I wrote this tune. This next one right here. I devised a little whistling introduction for it. If you like it. In my mind, I'm gone to Carolina.
Come down to Canberra.
Can't you see the sunshine? Well, can't you just feel the moonshine? And ain't it just like a friend of mine? Take me from behind. Yes, I'm gone to Carolina in my mind.
Come down to Canberra anytime.
Karen, she's a silver sun. You'd best walk away and watch it shining. Watch her watch the morning come. A silver tear appearing now. I'm crying, they die. Said I'm gone to Carolina in my mind. There ain't no doubt in no one's mind that love's the finest thing around. Whispers something soft and kind. And hey baby, the sky's on fire, I'm dying, they die. Said I'm gone to Carolina in my mind. In my mind, I'm gone to Carolina. Can't you see the sunshine? Can't you just feel the moonshine? And ain't it just like a friend of mine? Take me from behind. Yes, I'm gone to Carolina in my mind. Dark and silent late last night, I think I might have heard the highway calling. Geese in flight and dogs a bite. And signs that might be omens say I'm going. Yes, I gotta be going. I'm gone to Carolina in my mind. Now with a holy host of others standing around me. Still I'm
He's not impressed though, there's no cheeses.
And it looks like it goes on like this forever. You must forgive me if I'm up and gone to Carolina in the mind. In my mind, I'm gone to Carolina.
Not in your mind, get your ass physically down to here to Canberra. Oh, you might as well let this one crack a bit, eh? Oldie but a goodie. Oh, we're getting a little sprinkle. Oh, what's that this morning? Oh, what did you watch this morning? I don't want to cry, but I've seen. Oh well, I've made it 2 days in a row. Good morning. Second acknowledge you by. Thanks, Margaret. Just listening to Sovereign Soul and Rumble with Ricardo, Alex Military, talking about the D-Day landing on this day. 6th of June, D-Day. Yeah, I don't want to cry, but don't hold back from watching stuff like that and getting a free lesson. Bit of Brothers in Arms for D-Day.
Through these fields of destruction, baptisms of fire.
Hey mate, playing good music this morning. Oh, thank you. Yeah, that's nice and easy, mate. Yeah. I know. Wonderful. Yeah, he's doing it himself and we can't help. Yeah, I did a little bit. I got enough of it now tonight. 6th of June, D-Day. The diggers beat me to it. I'm reading into it, but they're already talking about it. Then the armistice was at the end. That was originally thanks for the heads up. Oh.
Now the sun's gone to hell. Moonlight and night. Let me bid you farewell. Every man has to die, but it's written in the stars. In every line in your heart, we're fools to make war on our brothers in arms.
Yeah, mate. This is from BCF. Oh, yes. I've been running it non-stop for over a week and it's still the same gas bottle. It's superb. Oh, yeah. It's not cold today. $59 for the head. And I've always got the 3 gas bottles, so.
Can you go like that and put some hot on top?
Pretty good. It only needs a hinge.
Like this handle, you can do it.
And you can crank it. Let's just turn down a little bit at the moment. It might be getting toward the end of the gas bottle.
How long did you say? A week and a half so far?
Yeah.
What, that night as well?
Mate, I'm in pumping it. It's been cold with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's still the same gas bottle. I thought, because you see those big ones in the cafes and that, with the umbrella sort of heated, yeah, they last, you know, like an hour, 2 hours or whatever, but
So I had a patio one, you know, like,
Yeah.
it's probably about that high.
Yeah.
I did had a bit bigger thing, but yeah, the same thing, just used to chill out really fast.
it hasn't been cold here for the last 4 or 5 days or so at all. Maybe a bit longer, but yeah, I think Friday she kicks in again. I'm investing myself in some new parachute pant things too, or ski pants or whatever they are.
Man, yeah,
Yeah, just another layer over the layer.
I've got a couple of layers. Couple of fish there.
I get paid tomorrow. So. Yeah, I might. Yeah, something to get me overnight. A 20 bucker. Oh, thank you. I'll see you tomorrow then. No, thank you, mate. Cool. Yeah, I'll get money over. That'll just put some meats on the table tonight. I'm trying to rub bloody these two together, make them grow, but that's all I got. Look, I've just got a loan. For the record, I've just got a loan off old mate. Thanks, old mate.
That's how we roll.
Fuck. Yeah, mate. No, I get a good pay tonight. That'll just put some meat on the table.
Tell you what, you know they say go north for winter.
Yeah.
When I went home, it felt like summer.
Yeah. It's funny because you'd think it'd be like on the parallel on, but it's not. You know, it's something about Canberra. It sort of has its own weather here. It knocks it in. Yeah, big bowl. And you got getting last night, this morning, or?
Yeah, about 5:30 last night.
Yeah, cool.
Pulled up at halfway.
Yep.
About 2 in the morning. Had a sleep there for 8 hours. And just got up in the morning at 10 o'clock and just kept on cruising.
No, it's good. Yeah. So this is Phil's last day at the moment. He takes off.
Not going to be here tomorrow.
No, he's going up to help Corey. Yeah, mate. Yeah. So no, it helps. Yeah. Well, that's a big piece of pie going missing there, isn't it? It's good to have another. Yeah, another one come in. I don't think there's much more court. The 15th is the next one for myself. There might be something on the 16th as well. Yeah, so next week. I don't think there's any court days until then. So yes, I bought the trailer again for the first time in a few weeks now. Start getting it back up. I'm sort of trying to get the health kick up and going. I'm eating good food. I think I've got my digestive good. That's good. Good. That's half the problem, right? Yeah. I haven't had a durry in a week and a half. Good. I haven't really mentioned that. Well, definitely a week anyway. Yeah, definitely a week. Might have had a few days before that where I was just sort of cheating myself, just trying to get through.
Trying to get into the veggies, man.
Me all brand, me wheat bix, prunes, dates, apples, oranges. But then at night time I have me veggies and a meat, you know, some sort of meats. Even last night I was a bit lazy. I had was it an omelette, fried vegetables omelette with a bit of chorizo sausage in there, and a bit of dried up sausage.
Eat an omelette, yeah.
It did well. Yeah, mate. I think we got time. 20. It's 9:44. 15 minutes till we head down. I know Phil wants to be on time, so maybe 5 minutes before. Yeah, cool. I'll say good day to these guys. I have that light. It came with my Rubes Flyer magazine. There you go. That's probably a good way to do it. Anything good in the Rubes Flyer? I don't really get them down here. My nan used to bring them down the Rubes Flyer. Oh, sorry, no, Ruby. Ruby bought the Rubes. Funny that. Not that there's a real connection there, but we got Ma and Hans on? I'm not going to tell Hans a story, but he's got a story. Title of stream pretty much what AE was on about with the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, but expecting different results. Always count on you, mate. Gee, PV, many of us would love to be there supporting. I know, mate. Try on the UBI on a few people in Wales. So everyone joins in, it'll be a lot less else than be true. Oh, look, I'll probably go back and watch it because, yeah, to keep up to date with it all. No one's a sook. It's funny, I went through a bloody period there, 2018 through to almost 2022. There was a long period there, I was almost crying every day. And it's not because it's because they're not little things. They're actually huge. Once you fathom it and it hits the heart, it's like the only thing you can do is cry. So yeah, don't worry about it. You're not a sook. No, there's no sooks here. You've just got a hardened heart at the moment. I've got a warm bum. Woo! Oh, you're allowed to come and join me with my heat. I'm soaking it all up. Shaking a tail feather, mate. I might have been shaking a tail feather.
That's really quite powerful.
Oh, it is. Like I said,
That's a beauty.
I've had that gas bottle going for over a week now. It's the same gas bottle, and I've had this thing going full on where I'm staying, just keep them warm.
Yeah. Yeah, that is so warm.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's
You
really
don't
only
even have to sit on it. I can feel it from here.
Yeah. Those cold days you always find you hugging it, but that'll be kind.
Order that and put that in.
Yeah, $59 at BCF.
Okay.
Yeah. It was probably last week's special, but
Get down there.
yes, absolutely. Yeah, mate, absolutely. I think there should be more little messages like that, just short and sweet. It's not that bad. It's not cool at all. It's actually a beautiful day. Once the cloud comes in, it sort of helps hold the warmth in. Got out. It's a cloud of something. Yeah. Mumsy sent me this morning. If you haven't seen it, you can watch it. So then, coolies. Thanks, Melissa's Freedom. You could warm the whole of your body. Maybe I was, Margaret. Check a tail, fella. She was being cryptic. We are probably getting ready to go. I might actually start packing this up so we can go on time if Phil wants to get away on time. He's got on the day that he didn't turn up his first time, he actually he rang up and said he recorded that, right? And they said he's obviously called hearing, and they said, oh, we didn't reply to the text message you sent, which she did, and they replied back and she's got all that. I said, you gotta have a ball. It's gonna be fun. I said, treat it like fun.
I see you creeping up there. What were you after? Hey, there's not much here for you. I wish I did have something for you. Did you just want to be the star of the show for a minute? Or you still want to... Oh, yeah, sing me a song. Kamikaze falling your sword. It wasn't even kamikaze, it was just straight out remove yourself. With honour, yeah. If you want to keep honour, you remove yourself to a war crime. Well, with you, yeah.
No, he actually got executed.
Yeah. Oh, executed, I thought you might.
No, he got executed.
A lot of them did it for themselves.
From the four, you know.
Yeah.
So now the general is wanting to stay in about supposedly war crimes.
Mate, just to put it in that light, yeah. Well, it just put it's taken Ben Roberts-Smith over the hot coals. They're trying to do him and everything. Andrew Hastings, the officer. Ben Roberts-Smith is the bigger, the corporal, the bigger. He's down there. The commissioned officer, Andrew Hastings, he even said, I heard rumours of inappropriate behaviour before I even joined, before I actually got into the regiment. Then he was in the regiment, he was the officer in the regiment. He had all this time to bring all this out there while he was in the job, let alone on deployment, let alone when he come back from deployment. He had all the time in the world to do something about it. No, he gets out and then brings their name through the public mud while he gets into politics. So the digger's held accountable, but the officer in charge is not Andrew Hastings. He's on just dragging them all through the public. It should never have entered the public arena, mate. It should have been dealt with, let alone to go full process to get a VC, and still nothing done, and then dragged out through the mud.
And they're not even by the court.
Yeah. By the press, yeah. Not a recognised press, yeah. Now that's the part that gets me. There's this top brass absolved bullshit. Yet Angus Campbell, like I said, head of the Defence Force, if this was Japan at the end of World War II, they would have fucking hung, drawn and quartered all the officers, which they did.
It was under national
Yeah.
world law, under criminal.
And this is a discussion. What today? You can do that. Perfect discussion.
What's the ex channel? What was it? Sky News? He has his own channel.
Oh, but, I don't know. Holt?
He made
I didn't know anyone had left Sky News made their own
was
channel.
it Sky News and Channel 9? No,
Oh, I don't know. Yeah.
last year. He accused putting all the singing in picture. I have to find it and send it to you.
Yeah, I'll have a look, mate. But actually, I better get oh, hang on. One thing I better do is get a battery pack. I always thought that I'd see you again. One more time. Yeah, we're on our way. No, it's not really. I'm going to get a raincoat for you, Diggs. It is a little moisture falling, a bit of little tiny bit of precipitation. Should be right, but I'll take it anyway. You need to go back. That's security. Yep, sweet. What's happening around the traps today? So, is it us that's insane for just continuing the same thing day in, day out? It'd be very easy to someone just say, you guys are insane. And then just let them all get away with it. So are we the insane ones doing it day in, day out? Or should we really be identifying who the insane, the criminal and treasonous are? The ones who are actually not doing anything about it at all. Not even answering letters. Totally. Yeah, mate. No. Yeah. How's the baby today, mate?
Yeah, good.
You gotta give her a kick to make it scream a bit later.
I'm sure she'll scream loud.
Yeah, good, good.
I don't think the cover's going to make a difference.
Nah. It just doesn't quite know what it wants to do this weather.
No,
I presume it's moisture that's falling on us.
I presume it is.
It's just a standard H2O, you know, no additives.
Well, one would hope they've stopped the additives, but
He's got his hand there. Now that you mention it.
something's got dropping in there.
Yeah, all
$50 bills out of the plane, but they found that they didn't want to be known as a cheapskate government, so they spraying chemicals instead.
oh, the boat's out of the water.
I couldn't get wet.
Well, it's raining. Better get the boat out of the water.
Don't want to get wet.
Interested to see if he dropped a log on our beach.
Oh,
Maybe the day floats and rods in it. 6 maybe.
dun-dun-dun. Just trying to do it better. Well, for instance, 1 week ago I was walking down here coughing my lungs up. Just going to do it better. Every day's different. Yes, there's a lot to talk about though, a lot of really serious stuff.
Morning, Diggs.
G'day, g'day.
Beautiful Canberra day.
Superb. Roger Cook. WA have been told they're sold. I knew that already, that's why I'm over here. Make the case here to the supposed Commander-in-Chief. I suppose at some point, either today or tomorrow, but I'm just going to have to start that broken record again, you know, and just rewind it back. Start it all again. A lot more people awake than there were last year, so maybe we just need to go over the verbatim again. Just so people know what it is that we have actually achieved here. This time last year we kept looking at these trees thinking, geez, are they dead? Will they ever grow? Do they ever get anything? We've gone through a whole season now, the lipstick maple, and gone the yellow. Back where we started. And still zero. I was hoping to play some John Denver this morning, we never got there. Has anyone seen Rip Me? Da, da, da. What a lovely day.
It's nice and calm, we'll say that much.
Yeah.
Stop.
Oh, there's a car there doing something now, leaving. Like a tradie, Sparky. There's electrical ladder on top. Very dark, isn't it? See? If we weren't here, we would have missed it. Are they getting it yet? Phil will probably be vocal. Get off his chest. That is very dark. Can I do something about that?
线路输入
Oh, you think you can? Well, go on in. Go on right up there, see how that works.
蓝牙已连接，
No, I feel fine, but thanks for asking.
蓝牙模式，
Morning, Helen. Morning, Chris. Batman. Batman, look. How many times do I have to give you a spanner, mate? You just keep losing it. There'd have to be a bloody whole Sid Chrome set somewhere. Good morning, Carol. Errands to run. Later. Have a good one. Thanks, John. Can't I get... Batman can't be given a spanner. Huh. Super day. Oh, coolies. Got to make a wake-up coffee. John just said he was going. When you're on your errands, don't forget the wine and choc for us all here. Yeah, come on, mate. Mate! Roger Cook isn't going to last very long. What more can I do to help you, Diggs? Yeah, they keep saying that to me, but I'm not believing them. They're just trying to gaslight me. There's another white car over there. I don't know what that one's about. I guess these guys are probably ready to go. Hey, Ma, there you are. Good morning, Ma. Hope Hans as well. I'm not going to tell the story, but I know he's got a story. I think he did well. Anyway, just to lay some suspense. Anyway. Boycotts are working, yeah. Oh, thank you. Waiting on me. Who, what? Oh, right, hey, go, right, yeah. 3 days. Took 3 days, Corey. I thought everyone was handing it out there earlier. Going to get the paperwork. Scum McGowan.
Maybe not because he didn't tell the coppers. He just parked there and got out and walked away. He obviously knew that he was meant to be there.
Yeah, that's that D code. I'll put that up on me on the whiteboard this morning for everyone to see. The Pride Month D code.
Days in, are we? 3 days in for the part already. That's quick worker.
Who we sacking, Corey? Who'd you leave responsible, mate? Come on.
Is that you, boss?
Yeah.
Oh, well, he doesn't have to do everything.
Come on. Who are we holding to account, Corey?
Have an allocated person. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'll do it. Okay, yeah, I'll check. No, that's not going to work. Yeah, I'll just shut up. That's all right.
Yeah, come and share it, mate. It's facing that way, so.
So, Conspiracy Music Guru, he's been dropping memes lately, and they're
Oh, yeah.
quite entertaining. So,
Let's see if I can tune in on it. Oh, yeah, right there. When people find out what you put in their food. Yeah, right. Trying to scroll it across.
Oh,
Yeah, right. That's Ronald McDonald. I gotcha.
yeah.
Yeah, mate. We'll be the moderates. And while they're doing that to Ronald McDonald, you know, you have to ask them, do you want large fries or small fries? Well, you want to supersize that? Supersize me now, mother baba.
Everybody in the town said we don't want you.
You got to quit those burgers. Yeah, double quarter foreskin burgers. No, thank you.
Just before that willow tree on the right hand side.
Yeah. There's people, one's got a black jacket. We'll have a look. We'll zoom in. Get your binos out, Diggs. Just a bit of movement over there. There's a couple of people walking past. Yeah, behind that tree at the moment. About the exit from left to right. Going out now. Yeah, so if I zoom in and then you use your binos, you should be able to see who that is. I don't know. It looked like two people, now it looks like one. I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, fair enough.
Anybody wants to move in, it's got to be 2 or 3 bedrooms.
Yeah. Oh. What's that car?
Yeah. What sort of car's that one? What's that car? Couple people walking along the shoreline. Just as dark, that's all. Not like there's any signage. Back doors open or something. Oh wow, all above board. Nothing to see here. Everything's above board all the time. The law must be seen to be upheld, especially while it's being broken. Oh, I see movement. Martin's first day, he gets all the running duties. First day back, get your ruddy stripes, earn your stripes again.
Oh, is that what we're waiting
Yeah.
for? I was like, are we just standing at the range for measure? Just for angles and
Yeah, just here, gas bagging. Just we love the sound of our own voices.
Let's wait for Cal anyway.
Thank you. All good to go, that one, yep. Well, no worries, Mikhail.
Yeah.
Oh, that one is.
And the silver one pulled up there a minute ago. Out of there a minute ago too.
Oh, down
See
there.
the people down by the water?
Yeah, down by the reeds.
Yeah, the reeds. Yeah. What up, bro? You order this? No, that's your job. Yeah, you start off with good. Oh, what are you doing? Oh, fuck, I took it too. You should be a cop.
Good morning, Governor General! You shouldn't be there.
Not made of sugar, we don't melt. We're still here.
Sex adjourned. D-Day Memorial. We'll pay our respects. I was going to ask him if you remember them, but I just don't think it does in the same capacity that we do. They're probably having a...
Didn't remember his moral.
Nah. Probably celebrating it. Stand fast! They were able songs in the battle. They were young. Straight of limb, true of eyes, steady and the glow. They were staunch to the end against odds uncounted. They fell with their faces to the foe. They shall grow not old, as we that are left grow old. Age shall not weary them, nor the years condemn. At the going down of the sun and in the morning, we will remember them. we forget.
Yeah, I'm going to throw my hat over it or yours, whatever. Just turning the battery out of the way so that the terminals work.
David Hurley, as Governor General of this nation, there's more to your job than sitting on your ass in our house. We call on you to action the public reveal of the unredacted findings in the police report from the Wood Royal Commission 95 to 97. The Wood Royal Commission has catalogued with the Police Integrity Commission, which resulted in a 90-year suppression order that contains 28 names of alleged pedophiles of prominent stature, including lawyers, judges, government officials, politicians, even an ex-Prime Minister, and others, rightfully enough. That our Australian government and you have made no attempt to undo this 90-year suppression order for the supposed safety and well-being of the population is unacceptable. Revisited again in 2015 in the Senate Legal and Constitutional Affairs Legislation Committee meeting, the then Senator Bill Heffernan delivered the same request for the findings to be released to the public. As the Senator stated, it's not so much the secret that's a problem. I'm sorry, Bill, it is a problem. It's when a group of people, such as the 28 people on this police report, keep each other's secret. You think because of your status in our society, it gives you the right not to face your accusers in a court of law. These are police documents with evidence against you, and you need to be in court and face those accusations. Further into his appeal, Heffernan quoted the judge of the day, who said, "We decided not to revisit that issue as the public would lose confidence in the judiciary." So, Governor General, how can you justify the 90-year suppression order of the police report from the Wood Royal Commission, given that the taxpayers paid out roughly $64 million on that case? We have a right to full disclosure of the investigation, given that we paid for it. So here we stand, 27 painful years later. We have stood each week since August 30, 21 at Government House in Queensland, and daily here since the 7th of February. We're either real victims, family members of victims, or friends of victims of the appalling industry of child trafficking and pedophilia. Child trafficking and pedophilia have absolutely no place in our society. And so we, the people, also require the individual honoured with the position of Governor General, that's you, to uphold the requirements of the Office of Governor General, and that is to stand as a buffer between the tyranny of a government and the people of the Commonwealth. And we inquire why you have not stepped in with the obvious police overreach in inhibiting the people from peaceful protest, as is the protected rights of all Australians. Why haven't you stepped in when the tyrannical governments have issued laws that are against human rights and against our Constitution? And why, when you called a federal election, did you not issue writs as is required? Why did you not swear them in according to the oath of the office? There's so many things that you've done, or so few things you've done, and so many of them are wrong.
So many of them are legal. So many of them talk about tyranny and being a traitor. Are you a traitor, David Hurley? So it's up to the men and women of Australia to determine their level of confidence in you, in the police, in the judiciary system, and in the parliament on this matter. Yours sincerely, concerned men and women of Australia. Governor General David Hurley, my name is Martin. I have lost confidence in the government, federal, state and local. I instruct you to dissolve the federal parliament and issue the writs for a fresh election immediately. Further, I want all the documents Senator Heffernan produced to the Royal Commission released to the public unredacted immediately. These two things are not up for negotiation. We will be here every day until you do as instructed. Concerned men, women and children of Australia. David Hurley! I have an extract for you. Can you guess where from? It's from the British Medical Journal, would you believe? Number 7070, volume 330, page 1448, from the 7th of December 1996, when you were Governor of New South Wales, and when Senator Heffernan was asking Parliament to reveal the 28 alleged high-profile pedophiles for the public's safety and sanctity. And none of those times you stepped up. Interesting. And now, as Governor General, you not only did not step up, but I believe you've broken the Nuremberg Code. Let me enlighten you with this extract. The judgment by the War Crimes Tribunal at Nuremberg laid down 10 standards to which physicians must conform when carrying out experiments on human subjects in the new code now accepted worldwide. Wow, this is the world. This judgment established a new standard of ethics and medical behaviour for post-World War II human rights era. Amongst other requirements, this document insinuates the requirement of voluntary informed consent of the human subject. The principle of voluntary informed consent protects the rights of the individual to control his or her own body. This code recognises that doctors should avoid the actions that possibly injure human patients. The principles established in this code for medical practice now have been extended into general codes of medical ethics. Number 1 of the 10, the voluntary consent of the human subject is absolutely essential. Voluntary consent. This means that the person involved should have legal capacity to give consent, not underage, under 18-year-olds pulled aside at school and said, oh, you can do it without mummy's consent. Should be so that the consent should be so situated as to be able to exercise free power of choice without the intervention of any of the elements of force. When you started bashing people, when you started shooting unarmed Australian men and women in the back, 14-year-old boys in the face, slamming them to the ground, kneeing them in the back, pepper spraying old ladies, that would be force, Governor General. Without the intervention, the element of deceit. When you did not release all the documentation from Pfizer, the 30-page document that was available in September 2020, with 3 pages of side effects, you were deceiving the people of Australia. Without the element of fraud, when you told people it was the only way, as you were removing a Nobel Prize winning drug from circulation and use because it was showing signs of working and it would not allow you to create your medical experiments. Without the element of duress, when you locked people in their homes for 240 days, when you told people they could not go outside unless they were exercising, when you told people they couldn't go more than 5 kilometres from their house, when you told people that they couldn't visit their loved ones who were passing away, when you told people they couldn't attend the funeral of their loved ones who had passed away, all of those were duress. Without the element of overreach, the fact that you did any of that was overreach. When you politicised the police force, overreach. Without the element of ulterior form of constraint or coercion, all of the above, and should have sufficient knowledge and comprehension of the elements of the subject matter involved to enable him or her to make an understanding and enlightened decision. When the information sheet on the vial for your medical experiment said intentionally left blank, instead of being a 30-page document with 3 pages of side effects, that was the time when people did not have an enlightened understanding to make their decision. This is a Nuremberg Code, Governor General, dangle dangle. The latter element requires that before the acceptance of an affirmative decision by the experimental subject, there should be made known to him or her the nature, the duration, and the purpose of the experiment, the method, the means, and by which it will be conducted, all inconveniences and hazards reasonably to be expected, 30-page document, 3 pages of side effects, and the effects upon his or her health or person which may be possible to come from his or her participation in the experiment. You admitted it as an experiment. You signed the pandemic treaty to allow the experiment to happen. Dangle dangle. We have registered gallows in Melbourne, Governor General. They make good wind chimes. The duty and responsibility for ascertaining the quality of the consent rests upon the individual who initiates. Oh, who signed the pandemic treaty? Initiation. Directs. By initiating it, you directed the government to start it. And engages in the experiment by not pulling the government up and saying, no, 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 that breaks the Nuremberg Code, that breaks multiple international treaties, it breaks the Constitution. You were, therefore, directing, or engages in the experiment is a personal duty and responsibility which may not be delegated to another for impunity. You could not delegate those decisions to someone else. You were the one who started this off by signing that treaty. Number 2, the experiment should be such as to yield fruitful results, unprocurable by any other methods, means of study, and not random and unnecessary in nature. Well, they were definitely unnecessary because it was a coronavirus which the human race has dealt with for millennia. There was a couple of studies done which showed that it was not a good idea. All your animals died. Your test subjects, human ones, had massive side effects, including being bound to a wheelchair for life, which was put down as a sore stomach. Number 3, the experiment should be so designed and based on the results of animal experimentation. Well, the fact that they all died just shows that you knew that it was not a good idea. Experiment number 4, the experiment should be so conducted as to avoid unnecessary physical and mental suffering and injury. When you locked people up and told them they couldn't do anything unless they entered into the experiment, that was unnecessary mental suffering. When you locked them up for 240 days, that's unnecessary physical injury and suffering. The fact that thousands upon thousands suffered injuries from the medical experiment just proves the point. Number 5, no experiment should be conducted where there is an prior reason to believe that death or disability injury will occur. In those experiments where the experimental physicians also serve as subjects. We know from the medical trials on the humans who had somehow ended up in wheelchairs means that it shouldn't have gone ahead. Number 6, the degree of risk to be taken should never exceed the determined by the humanitarian importance of the problem to be solved by the experiment. It was a bloody flu. Yes, it was a good one, but it wasn't the worst one. And your experimental medical experiment didn't have efficacy, did not stop transmission. In fact, it seemed to increase it. Number 8, the experiment should be conducted only if scientifically qualified persons of the highest degree of skill and care should require through all stages of the experiment of those who conduct and engage in the experiment. Number 9, during the course of the experiment, the human subject should be at liberty to bring the experiment to an end. You gave no one any choice. You took their livelihood off them, or threatened to. That does not give them the liberty to end the experiment, does it? Number 10, during the course of the experiment, the scientist in charge must be prepared to terminate the experiment at any stage if he or she has the probable cause to believe and exercises a good faith, superior skill and careful judgment required of him that the continuation of the experiment is likely to result in injury, disability, death of the experimental subject. Because you lied and you created a pandemic treatment, you did not even give information to the people below you. Dangle dangle for you, sir. For more information, please see Nuremberg Dock Trials, British Medical Journal, 1996, 313, pages 1445 to 1475. I call on you and action you and dare you to read those documents and then stand there and say you are not liable under Nuremberg Code, International Treaty, the Constitution, ethics, all of the above. Thank you, concerned men and women of Australia. Just a small prayer, guys. Father God, we acknowledge that we are sinners and deserve hell. We need your mercy, grace, and forgiveness. And we believe what the Bible says about the gospel of Jesus Christ. He died for our sins and was buried and rose again 3 days later by faith. We put our trust in what Jesus did for us. Please accept Christ's payment for our sins. Forgive us and be our God. We receive Jesus Christ as our Saviour in Jesus' name. Lord, hear our prayer. Amen.
There it is.
We're still here. Yeah, we're still here. Never got a jab, never wore a mask. 2 years go past and we're still here. Yeah, we're still here. Yeah, we're still here. They raided the camps, done all the cans. Who said it can, but we're still here. Yeah, we're still here. Yeah, we're still here. They broken the roads, broken the law, but can't break the spirit now. We're still here. Yeah, we're still here. Yeah, we're still here. They smashed my car and locked me up, but I'm out on bail and I'm still here. They try so hard, we try not laugh. They turn my car, the next day it's back in the same car park. These cops ain't smart, I'ma make a drop this charge. Son, you watch, we take it back to the start. No D's, no titles, no trespass. Now we charge you, tables are turned. We come with a proof for all the assaults, all the abuse. Nobody gonna come cut you loose, knock knock. Yeah, who at the door? Makada, bring on the storm. Library to epic, thought we were gone, regroup and come back to the front lawn. Yeah, we're still here, still ain't got no fear. We walk right, still ain't shed no tear. The sense of we still here. Is that all you got? We take on you mob, we unite. You don't call the shot, Sovereign's been here all along. And they're still here, yeah, they're still here. Return of the Sovereign, but they never left, yeah, they're still here. Yeah, they're still here, yeah, they're still here. The oldest civilization, it's been how many years? They're still here. Need your support for the new way this war is fought. Alowari for the law and in June income bore accords. Gotta cut out the cancer, yeah, that's what the plans are. Walk with the elders, they got the law, we got the numbers, that is the answer. Yeah, we're still here, yeah, we're still here. Never got the jab, never wore a mask. 2 years go past and we're still here. Yeah, we're still here, yeah, we're still here. They raided the camps, done all the camps. Who keeps at the camp, but we're still here. Yeah, we're still here,
Yeah, we're still here. They've broken the roads, broken the law, but can't break the spirit now. We're still here. Yeah, we're still here. Yeah, we're still here. They smashed my car and locked me up, but the man on bail and I'm still here. They see us come, we see them run. Now we are one, free our daughters, free our sons. Yeah, they're getting scared. Front line, you can bet I'm there. Even when we're gone, our spirit lives on. Yeah, we ain't going anywhere. Yeah, we're still here. Yeah, we're still here. Never got a job, never wore a mask. 2 years go past and we're still here. Yeah, we're still here. Yeah, we're still here. They raided the camp, done all the 2 kicks at the camp, but we're still here. Yeah, we're still here. Yeah, we're still here. They've broken the roads, broken the law, but can't break spirit now. We're still here. Yeah, we're still here. Yeah, we're still here. They smashed my car and locked me up, but the man on bail and I'm still here.
Every day, till he does his goddamn job.
Never going to do that. Dangle, dangle.
I was just saying I could get another angle of the swan, but he's
Yeah, he
gone.
went past, yeah.
So, I'm not sure if they were just 2 ducks in front of him or he's 2, they're getting older.
Ducks.
I think they were ducks, yeah. Shell duck.
Don't use it.
Yeah, what do they do?
You've tried and tried and tried to work out how to use it.
Is it warmish, is it? Hmm.
It takes, if you're going,
Can I zoom in on your t-shirt, the front of your t-shirt?
messages on one and fucking phone calls on the other, and
Innocence.
don't do it.
Yeah, got to keep the
Sorry.
rainbow back to the children.
Yeah.
Their goddamn rainbow.
Crime
Either that or get your oldest nephew to show you how to do this.
I think we've got time to see a little person.
I'm gonna get
If Vaughan doesn't take off, I've got his phone in my pocket. Zoom out, make sure I zoom out. You're fully zoomed out. Yeah. Hello, possum. Oh, no, sorry. G'day, possums. G'day, mate. How are you? All snug as a bug and a rug. Yeah. You can turn it off, but not before it's getting the last word. Yeah, you turn it off so it doesn't compromise you. And you just, you're like, no, shut up.
You've got Messenger on your Facebook?
I don't have Facebook or Messenger, mate.
No?
No, not since the big purge.
Same day as the president, badge of honour. Move along. Next topic. Next question. Well, there's a widowmaker. A couple of widowmakers there. Fucking widowmaker right there. Yeah, I know. It's pretty solid, but that's exactly what the... Let's see if I can't get it down so it doesn't fall down later. She's hooked in there good. Where's Vaughan when you need him? They're ghost gums, also known as snappy gums. And just lose branches very quickly. Actually, that tree's looking really dead. I think that's just the acorn the time of the year, but it's funny how it can look very dead very quick. Sorry, that one there. See it better as we get a bit of light, but it's like all the leaves have died and then at some point they will fall off. But none of it's dead, unless there's something in this bloody spray we're not aware of. Very brown, just the time of the year. There hasn't been much water really. There was a big amount of water last year. I think that's why we didn't get such a very good flower flow in the spring. Only one way to make us go away, and that's comply. Otherwise we'll be back here again tomorrow. We're going to be here. Easy, done. It's always going to be a little bit different, but they can't get away with it. They just won't. A lot of people might like us just to walk away and leave. They really think we're not making any difference or not doing anything, which is bullshit. As people wake up, they can quite clearly see we're here, trying to hold them accountable for all those same things that everyone's getting angry about. When the people are ready to stand, well, they'll feel a bit more confident because they know people are well and truly in the fight with them, totally committed, dedicated to getting the job done. Full disclosure of truth. Absolute sanctity of children, and then we can talk freedom. He's having a mass. He's having mass. Just little wafer biscuits that went soggy. It's all right, you keep eating, mate. I'm not going to grab as much as you can. The seagull couldn't eat it this morning. It was all bloody tough. You can get a bit more in there, can you, mate? Yeah, all right, good on you. I'll go give Vaughan his phone back. You've got your raincoat on here, Diggs, so I should probably take that off now. Bear with me. Rounds up. There you go. You want your phone?
Someone called me up. When it said I had one.
Might not good enough for you.
Talking about their corporate sponsorship about themselves. Right from that was 4 years ago. That was right at the start. Then we went to Safe Beach Shooting, and I think even that ultimately got something else. It's like we wanted
How do I get this?
28. There's something else for 28, and that was owned by a group at Murdoch trying to show something else as well. Yeah, they own them all. Yeah, what are you going to do next?
Trying to get a little bit of a lid just so you don't get totally wet there, Diggs. That's what I'm thinking about. Not that you directly are getting wet, but the camera is. Yeah, we were talking about that decode earlier. I mean, it's right there, and you guys have brought it up. I think was Helen, Kerry, maybe Rosalie or Margaret. One of yous did it the other day, just showing us the so-called decode, and I hadn't seen it before. Yeah, so that's your Pride month there. Pride month. Demons. There be demons. There be dragons. Don't go in there. There be dragons in there. Oh, half-time oranges. Half-time. Did I hear scones? Did I hear scones? I heard scones. I heard scones. I'm a bit partial to the old scone. Scotty Rivers. Well, I'll go get some cask water today, and then I'll be able to boil the brew here again. Hopefully there's enough hot water.
You guys eat all that up, I'm over here with this. No. The muscles on that. Balls together for sure.
You don't see nothing, you don't smell nothing.
Oh, it's empty.
Better hurry up, He's thinking of all our diet.
Hurry.
I want a scone, but I'll see if there's any left when they're all finished. Anyway, just another day, really. Just another day. And when I made today's title, that's pretty much what I was thinking. Let's just get back to some of the good stuff. Friends and family, remember D-Day for what it is. Please go there. Remember what they did for us. Imagine that feeling, being like the French resistance, or people in Poland and all that. Just knowing that the Allies had finally landed and gained ground and were coming to save you. And you see the enemy on the run. It's sort of like what we're here now. What if they suddenly just dropped the bomb, and they're not the bomb as such, as in the truth bomb? And then we started seeing them all run. We saw the people on the streets, that feeling of V-Day, Victory Day. A lot of the stories will bring you to tears. and don't be worried about that. There's nothing sooky in it. I care. I'd worry more for the person who can't feel that and can't cry. They're the person I'd probably worry about the most. For the light shine upon the darkness, and the darkness comprehend it not. There you go. Hello, Ma. Big hugs for you, Ma. Yeah, I know there won't be any left. I know. Even as I said it, I thought, well, that was a silly thing to say. Yeah, I'm aware of how silly it was, but you know, no one's going back for seconds yet. Now's probably the time to dive. I'll see if I'll dive in there now. You know, I'm just moving away and not. Second best. Took the whole bloody cot. I took the whole cookie tin. Are you looking back here? I swear I turned yous around. Yeah, no, there's no scones left.
Back in the back of the bill.
Yeah. Go away, my cookies. You're not having any. They're all sconed out and creamed out, so I'm taking all the cookies. Bugger off.
You get one.
It's all right. No, it was. I sat back, just made sure everyone had one.
Awesome.
Oh, wagon wheel. I took the whole biggie tin.
I know you just protect me from that.
Yeah.
No, it's waterproof in that container, so you have to put it somewhere really waterproof.
I had 3 different items: jar for breakfast, jar for lunch, jar for
Oh, those wagon wheels. They're very sweet.
not in red. In green.
Yeah.
That's the same as the old ones, you reckon?
Oh, I don't know. Just too sweet. Or maybe pigeons that might have been. That's way too sweet. The old jam drops are nice for a short rib. Come on, tell me all about it. There's even a chair there if you want. Or it's a table with cup holders.
Remember the mountain like that?
Yeah, why sport? I want to move in there and just pump 432 hertz, just crank full energy, full power, 432 hertz, just let it travel over Canberra and just see what it does. Everyone just having a happy day. I know the voice, who's that?
Alan Jones.
Oh, Alan Jones, yeah, he's well.
commander may be held accountable for crimes, there it is on your screen, committed by his troops, even if he did not order them, did not know about them, or did not have the means to stop them. So that means the highest ranking officer is accountable for and should be prosecuted and convicted of the crimes of every officer and soldier under his command, even if he or she is unaware of that crime. How clear is that? So, during the 11 years our army was in Afghanistan, I could list the senior commanders, but one of them was Campbell, the Chief of the Defence Force. So according to the Yamashita Standard, Campbell is just as guilty as a convicted soldier. General Campbell is now Chief of the Defence Force. He wants to strip soldiers of their Distinguished Service Awards, but he was commander of the Middle East operations in 2011, Joint Task Force 633, when some of the alleged Special Forces atrocities and the alleged murder of some of the 39 prisoners or civilians are alleged to have occurred. So what's the fate of these two generals? General Yamashita. He was not accused, a Japanese general, accused of personally committing any crime 10 days before the American invasion of the Philippines. Nor could it be proven that he knew of the atrocities committed by anybody under his command. But General Yamashita was condemned as a war criminal and hanged on February 23, 1946. What of General Campbell, the Defence Force Chief, who wants to remove awards from soldiers who held command positions in the Afghanistan war? He's been exonerated in the Brereton report. Why? He was too remote from the field operations to have a sufficient degree of command and control. Not is only this utterly against the principles of the Yamashita Standard, but why then was Campbell awarded and wears the Distinguished Service Cross for his role in the Middle East, including Afghanistan? And he wears the Infantry Combat Badge. And his citation reads, for distinguished command and leadership in action as Commander Joint Task Force 633 on Operation Slipper from January 2011 to December 2011. Is my brain failing me? Campbell receives awards for leadership and command of operations while able to deny any knowledge of those operations. This beggars belief. As one of my correspondents wrote to me, Sergeant Schultz in Hogan's Heroes. He's obviously not a comedy character after all. Ignore reality and scapegoat everyone else. Bring in General Campbell. If Campbell wants to treat our special men who went to war in this threatening and disgraceful way, then the Defence Minister Richard Marles must hold Campbell to the Yamashita Standard upheld by the US Supreme Court, embedded in the Geneva Convention to which we are a signatory, that a commander is accountable for crimes committed by his troops, even if it is...
I was just trying to pause it.
Your new home of health and well-being. We give you everything you love in one place.
20 seconds of ads. Just pay the penance. Sorry, we've just got to pay our penance. Brainwash, mandatory. Another 10 seconds, mandatory brainwash. You will have it. It will be induced into your daily diet. But he said he's talking about the defence minister, but guess who the shadow defence minister is? Andrew Hastie, the same officer of the SAS that is not being held accountable to charges while dragging his diggers, Ben Robert Smith, through war crimes in a public arena.
Yeah, it's despicable.
It's disgusting, mate. Is there any way you can share that to me? I'm on Messenger, otherwise I'd need email or via message or something.
How dare they put that uniform on?
Yeah. Yeah, I know, mate. Hang on, there we go. I've got power again. Yeah. Yes. Yeah, that's the one. Thank you. That'll be good, man. We need to go into this stuff in depth. I mean, and it's Alan Jones. You're like, Right, he's, which side's this bloke on, mate? He's just like walking a fine line down the fence sometimes there.
I think he's repented, mate. He's come onto the right side of history
Yeah, right.
doing that.
Yeah. No, well, good. The people need to see it in that narrative.
Can
innit?
you
Yeah,
try to
I will do. Thank you.
say
You're starting to start picking off these CEOs too, getting their names and putting them in the light from the media.
Yep.
No, you haven't been forgotten, you people. I'll never forget you.
No, no one found. Oh, you're on this as a messenger or something, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I can't. Yeah, I can't. I haven't got messenger.
Uh,
I'd need to copy the link and
okay. Then
I've probably got it on one of my feeds back there. I've heard it before. So what have the Bigs got to say about what's went down there?
you have to. I can forward it on your phone number. You give it in.
I'll put it in there, thank you. Yeah. Let's try and just add your name to the number.
Oh, that's
But I have, thank you. I'll put that up. Us two, one's compassion and empathy. We have to save ourselves, stand up normies. Many will cry, but many will turn away. Abso. We stand strong and for God and his children, our precious children. I've got the whole bloody lot right here. They're looking at me. I've got no cookies. They're all going to be needed to share. That yeah, well, the D-Day, when it finally happens, what do? Well, we become the light, don't we? We become the calm amongst the panic. Just can't wait for our D-Day. These ones I like. Little jam drops. Oh, yeah.
There is still a major channel. Are now in what's called military law.
Yeah.
He is, but how he is related now to it.
They will still be held accountable to military and civilian law, mate. Military and civilian. They're still in. They're still commissioned. Wearing all the medals, taking all the glory, throwing everyone else under the bus.
But how come he gets the medal first? That's a really high medal too. So is this meaning the medal's useless now? They have now.
The longer we're there, my medals feel more and more less significant to me than ever. They're just more.
They're not even backed up, or
Just evidence of more of the fucking seat and the fact that I find myself deep, right in front of it. Yeah. Anyway, but I'm just glad. It's exactly what we've. And yeah. He nailed it. I'm glad he put it in. I couldn't have said it better, and I've been trying to say it better.
short, informative.
Good link, thank you. Is that Hazel gone?
Yeah.
On the way up. Pulled up. I looked in there and the guys. I didn't pull up. I stopped up further. I was going to get back, and then I seen him come past. Same van come past.
So I just get my head around that, Pin. If you go looking for the truth, you may find it. If you go looking for comfort, you will not find neither comfort nor truth. Deep. Inducement tonight. Oh, someone's having a baby. That'll be a little miracle. Oh, I miss you too, Pen. Look, we need you. But you've never left us. You're right there. You're right there, Pen. Sweet. All right, thank you. Helen, I'll keep a lookout on that one. Just hang out for a while now. I'm hanging. I'm hanging. I'm going to check now. Better check now. See if you sent it yet already. 11:24. Time check. But I always thought that I'd see you again one more time. Where's your good music? You put a lot out there yesterday, and you just scroll down. Oh, yeah. Let's play this one. This is from Margaret. Nice one from Diana. She knows. Don't let anyone steal your joy today. There's one who tried just earlier. Let it go. There's always one there. Always count on them. Just coming a little negative. Yeah, all right. Let's just make sure this is all right. I've got to go. That might be the last time I see him for a while. Just let me say good day to him. steak. Steak. We're going to see Phil tomorrow, Diggs. He just, not that he blew me away, but he, yeah, well, don't fuck with Phil. Don't fuck with Phil. Governor General, that is a man who is not going to stop, mate. I just looked in his eyes then, mate. This is too important. He's actually torn now about helping Corey and everything, but don't fuck with Phil. The determination I just saw in his eyes, and don't fuck with me in his eyes, not that it was at me, just with all this and what you've just heard. That's the spirit. Let's fucking get him. Oh, just the look in Phil's eyes then of the determination that we're going to get this bloody done, and they're sick of them fucking around, and they will be held accountable, and none of this bloody little Nancy Pansy shit on the side. They will be held accountable. So that's it. Sorry to excuse. I just, the look in his eyes, mate, that just empowered me straight away. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Anyway, back to some. She noticed I've got the cook. She doesn't notice yet. Looks like I'm wearing purple. Looks like another shade of purple. Oh, another shade of fully frustrated. Well, I thought it was blue off camera. It's actually blue. Anyway. You turn yourself off again. Come on, turn on, switch on. Nothing fine, I see. There you go, Todio. Well, let's have some tunes. What have we had? I just saw this one. What's this one? This looks good. Jessica Jasmine.
Hey little girl, don't say a word, even if he hurts you. Hey little girl,
Oh, I don't know, I can. Sorry, not now.
7 o'clock this morning. I watched this.
Yeah, no, not just yet. I just saw it right there, mate. But it's exactly what it's all about, isn't it?
Yep, exactly, man. And
I'll
then,
watch that one a bit after.
yeah, do.
Thanks, Margaret, but yeah, I will.
I sent it straight to my daughter, and she's going to go to school today and show all the kids.
I didn't even get started as like.
I know. And after that, so I watched it and when Christine sent it to me at 7 this morning, and I went back to sleep for about 2 minutes, and I got another notification, and that was the notification of that big porn, fucking child porn ring that just got done in America. So it was a good contradiction, you know, watching that and then watching that.
It's like they're trying to make me cry.
Not my king.
Not my thing. Yeah, I'll come back to it. I'll just make sure.
Yeah, you'll be right.
I'll make sure I got tissues. Where's all the Oh, he's written. Oh, there's his fire and rain. Oh, here we go. Nothing fine, I see.
Mouth-watering meals at home, stuffed with quality Coles ingredients, like CanStar award-winning.
Mate, I pay full money subscriptions. I still try and jam that bloody brainwash, force feed it into your bloody grey matter. think this is going to run out of battery whether I want it to or not. Battery power 14%. Glasses.
Beautiful.
St. Benedict cross, that one. Specifically for, casting out. Hey, Ma. Okay, love and peace. We bring them as many as each of us can. Bring them into the light, into the awareness and the fullness of the truth. Not just truth, the fullness. The all encompassing of the ramifications of what we do once we got it. The ramifications and the enlightenments. Right there, down the stop. Yeah, just looking at it on Phil's face then and say, "You're going to be here tomorrow?" He's like, "Yes, you will see me tomorrow." He's just spoken to his brother and the kids, and he's just like, if we don't do this, they're fucked. He loves them all too much for them to be fucked. So number one, he'll be here tomorrow, and number two, Corey, you just might have to do some overtime. I'm sure he'll get up there.
How's Corey going? You heard from him?
Oh, just happy stuff, mate. Yeah, I think he's enjoying the break. He went straight to Government House. He went straight to Government House. But yeah, I think he's doing the shed and everything. I heard a nice story that he found the air fryer in the workshop, so he went and bought himself some wedges and sour cream and fanged out till he couldn't fit any more in. Oh, that's a good story. He was happy. Yeah. No, I heard him just talk the other morning, just quickly on the phone. But
There's every bit of happiness, that one.
yeah, well, that was Sunday. Ooh. I was a highwayman. Along the coast road I did ride.
Really?
Along the coast road I did ride. Sword and pistol by my side. Many stir bubbles to my trade. Many a soldier left his lifeblood on my blade. It hung me in the spring of 25. And I'm still alive. We're a tourist attraction. Asians, click, 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 click. It is a national rock garden, and we rock. That's it. Road to old Mexico. I went aloft and heard a mainsail in a blow. And the yard broke off, they said that I got
That's
killed.
brilliant, the little speaker, isn't it? Crystal clear.
Still. You know when Johnny Cash kicks in, that voice, just the next level again. I want to crack it just as Johnny Cash. I fly a starship.
Brilliant, those boys.
Let me turn that there's no sign, but I am still around. I'll always be around. Always be around. And around, and around, and around, and around.
Imagine the crowd that's there.
vast starship across the universe divide. And when I reach the other side, I'll find a place to rest my spirit if I can. Perhaps I may become a highwayman again. Or I may simply be a single drop of rain. But I will remain, and I'll be back again and again and again and again and again and again and again. We'll tell that GG again and again and again. Oh yeah, maybe we'll play this one. I think we like this song too. Who's that? His name was just James Taylor. It's funny, you click one song and then the algorithms come through. This is like Rhythmy's algorithms. Now going through my YouTubes. It's the 432 hertz stuff. It is the hearing the love in the song and the pureness of what they're trying, the message they're trying to get across. Oh, but I'm preaching to the preachers here, I know. See you again. Just reading the last pinster there, I think on the Sunshine. Music, Vietnam for instance, the music, the soundtrack, it's almost as famous as Vietnam itself. Once again, the reasons we went there, blah blah. But the moral standing of a soldier and how easy the negative and all that, the music keeps you in touch with the heart, the soul of it all, so you don't go full fucking Rambo and lose your heart and just become a killer of everything. To understand the mercy and where that moral and ethical ground is, the music helps sort of keep you there a bit. World War II, for instance, it would have been just death and destruction, losing your lives, saving lives, blood, guts, and fucking very little glory. And then just suddenly that moment of peace when someone just, puts the bloody, the dog's voice, just clicks it, and then just a beautiful orchestra boom out. Just everyone bring back to the heart what it's all supposed to be about, what it is they're fighting for, the freedom's what it actually looks like, sounds like. It's in the lyrics. But I tell you what, demonic this music has become, you've got to go back to get the love.
It's the love of Jesus that comes out of it. It's in us.
You won't find love with Cardi B on the MTV, mate.
rest of the song. Wow.
You got a friend. There's a nice little way to spend the day. Antenna Skies, John Denver. Greetings from Canada, Andy. G'day. G'day, Andy. Tempted an epic fall. I was trying to hit the high notes with a pen. I don't even put myself, lock myself in a lounge room, and I could hit the high notes, and I think I am, but I'm probably not. Meanwhile, glass is shattering, and that's probably better. You might just leave it there, shoot out, go pack up, and go make a day.
Yeah, I'm going to go and see my mum.
Oh, nice. That's a nice way.
She finally got home.
Yeah. I've got a mum. Somewhere.
I only got told last night she's home. She's been home for a week.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't go to where she was because they said you've got to have a
Yeah.
test and wear a mask to go in. I'm thinking,
Well, just testing.
yeah.
And they fell for it. Oh, yeah, please. I'll open it up for you.
Yeah, good luck with that.
What? Yeah. And that, yeah. 4 years later.
Yeah.
Mind you, this is my anti-smoking thing. I'm using a Vic stick. Soothes the throat, clears the nose.
I'm just debating whether to go and buy another packet or just run out. Time to start, I suppose.
I was getting unhealthy and being that person I didn't want to be again. And that's pretty much why I quit the Durries in the first place 10 years ago.
That's exactly what I'm feeling.
Yeah, it's like, as a kid, looking at myself now, I'd be disgusted. It's not what I wanted. I wanted more for me. So and that's the mindset you get in. And then once you've gone that 1 day, 2 days, you know that if you're a nig and you have that one, the next day you wake up, you're dirty on yourself.
Yep.
And then I just knew that I never wanted that feeling again, so I was never going to be dirty on myself. 10 years later, and back to dark, and I actually felt quite good about it. But nah, getting back on. 10 years without Durries, basically a year smoking Durries again now, and now I'm off for a week or so now. So yeah, got to push through. I don't want till that last week to be in vain. And I'm feeling pretty good. Coughing, blackness.
Yeah, I'm going to try and see if I can go for a week. I hope I can.
Just get back to all your favourites: barley sugar, your butter lollies, butterscotch. There,
Butterscotch,
yeah. Like I said, little Vic stick. And then if it really gets bad, instead of the Durry, I suppose you go get a patch, just one patch on.
No, that ain't nothing for me.
Yeah, no, I haven't used anything like that this time round, but 10 years ago I did. Yeah, I'd put patches on all day until I had to rip them off because I was getting sick.
You know what stopped me from smoking?
No.
One thing.
Yeah.
When they cut my lip off.
Yeah, that's right.
Because I had all the big stitches were right out here and I couldn't put nothing in it. I was too scared to put anything in my lip. It was that painful.
It's funny how when the health is a real bloody wake up dawning, isn't it?
Yeah. I still got.
I've just had a bit of a health scare just recently and had me really thinking to the point that I'm actually watching everything I eat. But I've got the digestive back on the go now. Enough about that. Don't worry about that. Look at these guys having fun.
And then the MSM, they got off Renetta and Susie. And like, say 2 months ago, my hips felt like that. Especially walking down there, I'm thinking, oh, and my legs. Now,
Yeah, good.
it's like nothing's happening.
Got to keep moving, never slow down, never grow old, they say. But, yeah, just look at the life that this movement has given back to a lot of the elder generation. I mean, you only have to look at John Murphy for that one. Incredible. My first crush was Olivia Newton-John. She's Helen said her first crush, John Denver. Yeah.
Olivia, she was beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
Wow. And
Way too old for me, of course. But it didn't matter. She was like the first love. Like, so much that I watched like Grease Lightning, and I thought John Travolta and her were in love, and it was a real thing, and off they went happily ever after. And I was like, most beautiful. And then a couple of years down the track, realised John Denver's in another movie. Sorry, not John Denver. John Travolta's in another movie with someone else. And the movie they were acting, and it wasn't real, but they were in love. They loved each other. I was crushed. There's the dawn. Yeah, that's how naive I was as a kid, you know. And I suppose, yeah, being protected a bit.
another one I liked too was that Linda Carter.
Oh, yeah. You know, yeah.
Just her eyes.
I was more there's one of the Charlie's Angels I liked more. She used to do it.
Blondie.
Oh, yeah, she was right. Oh, the Bionic Woman. I can see her face now too. Brown-haired one. It doesn't matter.
Kate.
I think you're onto it. She was in a few. Yeah, I really liked her. Well,
She had the nice eyes. And just her face.
I can't believe having this conversation.
Smooth skin.
Yeah. Of course, they were all old enough to be mother and grandmother, but
That's funny, isn't it?
See you later.
Yeah. Yep.
I think I'll go as far as to say this is just me being a cooker, but I reckon Vincent Fusca is John Denver. That's just me going out there.
Time will tell.
Time will tell.
Time will tell.
Well, he's definitely. I think he's one of them that is playing Vincent Fusca. I think there's a few of them playing the role. But I think Vincent Fusca is John Denver. You up? Thank you. Oh, what am I doing staying so late today?
I don't know.
I've got my home. I don't have to go anywhere.
You must be enjoying yourself.
Must be. Right, so I'll catch up with you. Sorry. I'll see you then. Well, I'm going to tune out to the digs. I'll turn all this off and all over here. Oh, he was supposed to take his flag. I didn't bring me pole today, so I pinched his flag as to hold me pole up. And he's driven off. Yeah.
Just be down to the intro.
I'll come down there now. I'll drive down there. I'll drive down and say good day. I've got no across to them. I'll say good day. I'll do just a snap inspection of the digs down there, mate. All right?
Yeah.
Don't tell them I'm coming.
Oh, yeah.
I'm here whenever I can be. Only work stops me and I'm thinking about getting that away soon.
I'm just going to quickly finish watching some of these feeds and digs that are coming down. It's not Cougar Morrison stuff, is it? Not Cougar Morrison stuff. WA, they're going deep in at the moment. Not that WA want any of it, but they're forcing so much on them.
Same stuff tomorrow, right?
Yeah, mate. Same bat time, same bat channel. Yeah, cool. And looks like Phil will be here, so mind you never know what's going to happen during the day. What the hell? That was a chemtrail. Oh, a chemtrail. There's two. Two little chemtrails getting in my hair. Yeah. Oh, it's right here. There it is. There, chemtrail. Yeah.
No, Messenger. Oh, yeah.
You don't want to see this shit. And while I'm thinking, I'm going to rub this shit off the side of the car. Down here. It was just there for educational purposes only. Rub that shite off. Saw your Willy Wagtail stories there yesterday. As they're talking about them. I had a Willy Wagtail and a magpie do battle in front of my windscreen. I was parked the lights. Same yesterday. Good morning, Cook at 28. Hey, there's Rip Me. G'day, mate. You did too, Batman. Hunting snakes, steaks, don't tread on me, that sort of stuff, isn't it? Yeah, like I said, these are some of Rip Me songs and they've got into my algorithms and I'm thankful for it. It wasn't for music, just some of them soldiers just may have gone right over the edge. It's all backed up. I'd like to know what that one is, Chris McGrath. I can't click on it, sorry. Holy crap, the new governor is a Republican. Then that's not the right woman for the job. I've missed something there, mate. Something must have happened. You just... It's funny, I just realised I was recoiling as I'm reading the message. I'm sorry to hear that, Pen. Dad died from the jab mid-May and last year. But he loved Willie Watt, so it's a nice story. I wonder if it's him visiting. Go with that. They're right there, the signs to see, they're there. Your heart tells you, instincts tell you. The download, the creator, the spirit tells you. Oh, I didn't like Farrah Fawcett, no. I didn't like Farrah Fawcett. Just personal, it just didn't do anything for me. Sissy Spacek. What's that other? Meryl Streep? Nah. It's funny because blondes, if I'm normally, if I had to pick and choose, yeah, normally it's the blondes that get me going. Anyway, it's just something, just let that go because it's, anyway. I've been governor for 10 years and when they reinstate one, they change the rules that the governor sits below Parliament and not above. Long live King Andrew. Well, Alan's off anyway. I'm just going to quickly push through. Chris, that's courage. What happened to Chris? I haven't listened to him for years. It's courage. Hello, Bianca. See ya,
I'll
mate.
have cuddles for Daniel.
Oh, I will. Alright, we'll see you soon.
Yeah, you have a good afternoon.
Yeah, we'll do. I'll just walk you to Carlton.
Cool.
I can't believe I'm still going here in the car park by myself. There must be something in the air today. Sitting here, the last one left, just about. There's Anita and Tobias heading off. Wave them off, but yeah, I am going to tune out now. I'm going to head on. I'll go down and see Agent 28. Christine's about new Republican sporting governor. They already run as a Republic, so no difference. I suppose I'll catch up on that. Oh, there you go. Well, I'm glad I didn't like Farrah Fawcett. Got to be careful nowadays, don't you? Jeez. Give me a heads up. Thanks, Bianca. Oh, there you are, the end of the feeds. We're there. Yeah, it would be. That's exactly right, Alan. It's like you came to that agreement prior to it even happening, so you shouldn't be surprised when it happens. Well, thank you for joining us. Thanks for being here. Yeah, we're going to do it again tomorrow. Every day's a little bit different, but it's for the same thing, for the same reasons, with the same stakes so high. So, God bless you. Thanks for helping me have a little bit of joy this morning. Love being with you. And yeah, I should bring my home more often. Don't have to leave in so early. And anyway, love yous, Diggs. I'll catch you tomorrow.